In Germany, a movement against Islam is rising. Mosques and Islam are not welcome.
Nein zur Moschee!
Politicians think so, and many Germans as well.
I believe that mosques are used to conquer an area for Allah. One can expect that it will be used to spread division and conflict in the country.
The foundation stone of a mosque is being laid. This should not be an issue in a country that practices religious freedom. We want to understand why these people see that differently.
Have you ever had a conversation with a Muslim before?
No, not really.
But wait. Why are we doing all this? Because we want to understand what is happening in our country today and what does Germany stand for in this day and age. To find out, we are traveling the country. We not only meet opponents, but also Muslims who were born and raised here.
I see myself as a German, and it's my home here.
One Islamic community is especially at the forefront of society and the media, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. In comparison to other Muslims, we have a special role here in Germany.
In the moment, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is standing on top.
The times are changing. When we started our research, we found videos like this one. An actor is playing a Muslim who kills women with a knife. Campaigns from far-right organizations in the middle of Germany. Our peace-loving religion being used for their political gains. To understand these things, we meet Khola Mariam Hübsch. She is German Ahmadi Muslima, daughter of the late Hidayatullah Hübsch. As a Muslim journalist, she appears regularly on TV shows and also explains the Islamic view to Germans in lectures. She knows well what Germans think about Muslims.
There are a lot of studies revealing that most of the Germans are afraid of Islam. There's a fear of foreigners and Muslims, and especially they associate violence, terrorism, the oppression of women, and the lack of freedom. These are the points which are associated and connected with Islam.
Right-wing populists recognized this fear and founded a party. Alternative for Deutschland. In short, AfD. In only a few years, this movement has become the third strongest party in the German parliament. Dr. Daud Majoka is a Secretary of Foreign Affairs in the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. He has studied the views of this party.
These are some posters by the AfD, the Alternative for Deutschland party, which is a right-wing populist party in Germany. In this poster, for example, they are asking people to stop the Islamization of Germany. This is the second poster where they have explicitly asked to forbid the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. And here's another one asking to stop building of new mosques in Germany in a small place. And in this poster, the AfD says that Islam is not compatible with German cuisine, and they have pictured a pig on their poster to be provocative.
The German fear against Islam. What that means, we witness in Erfurt, a city in East Germany, 200,000 citizens. Here the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is going to build a mosque. Today the foundation will be laid. The atmosphere is boiling. Opponents are standing here. We try to understand them.
Do you agree with this person, and are you against the mosque too?
Of course.
May I ask why?
Yes, because it does not fit here. We are not allowed to build churches in your country either, or do you allow it?
Germany is my country.
Germany is your country.
We believe in our God. We don't need this, and I'm against it.
We all believe in the same God. There is only one God, right? Your God is also my God. Or is that not the case?
This might be true, but I still disagree with you.
The ice breaks after a few minutes.
Do you know that I served in the German army, even though I am a Muslim? I love and support this country just as you do. And you wouldn't let me have a mosque here?
Why not? You probably go to work to earn a living here. This is all fine. We do not have anything against such people.
We realize that most people here have never spoken to a Muslim before.
I think this was an enlightening conversation, wasn't it? Have you previously even spoke to a Muslim?
No, not really.
How was your experience speaking to a Muslim now?
I can say it was a bad experience. I mean, you've been really friendly towards me. There are others who are not that nice, and I'm not that nice to them either.
You are, of course, very nice. I can only agree.
I realize that speaking with each other helps. I cannot take away all the concerns and worries in 5 minutes, but this conversation makes me hopeful. But not all dialogue ends positively. We meet Astrid Rote-Beinlich, Member of Parliament in the state of Thuringia. She experienced a backlash for supporting the mosque construction. Right-wing demonstrators gathered in front of her house, in total disregard of her privacy.
Das heute ist nur ein Vorgeschmack auf die Zukunft. Wir kommen wieder.
They called their demonstration, Erfurt shows its true colors. It was totally dishonest and two-faced that they covered their faces. They hid their identities. They carried signs that said, Erfurt Marbach, you deserve a mosque. They played the Islamic call for prayer, and from my point of view, they were clearly disrespectful. They acted blasphemically. They were pretending that Erfurt had been taken over by Islam.
What did you feel when you heard them and their personal attacks on you?
My husband and I were at home and filmed everything from the window. They were roughly 1.5 meters away from us, but we could clearly hear them. It was not nice.
What Suleiman Malik experienced was also not nice. Malik is one of those Ahmadis who are very active in doing tabligh in East Germany.
The spokesman of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Erfurt was attacked last night. This is the information we got from the police in Thuringia.
I have been physically attacked. I have been spat in the face during public events. Death threats have been published on the internet. This does not make us weaker, but encourage us to move ahead.
How do Ahmadis react to these things in general? Are they afraid? We asked Daud Majoka, the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat Germany.
So such controversies or such movements are in a way helpful for us because whenever there is such controversy, whenever there is such debate in a country or in some area, people like to know more about that subject. They want to know more about Islam. They want to know more about the allegations and the response to those allegations. And this is an opportunity then for us, especially because in the light of the teachings of Hazrat Masih Islam and the true teachings of Islam which we have learned from Hazrat Masih Islam and the Khulafa, we are well prepared to answer these allegations effectively.
And what results? Khola Hübsch experienced herself when she met a far-right-wing AfD member of the Parliament of Germany.
She was very much against Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, and she was so furious. And when I started to talk with her, I was very calm and I explained her our position. And at the end of this meeting, she offered me to pray in her office because it was praying time. And I told her I have to leave now because, the time for prayer is passing. And she said, oh no problem, you can stay here in my office and you can pray here in my office.
And so she did. A Muslim lady praying in the office of an AfD woman.
It was such a surreal situation because, the German Parliament, the House of Parliament, the offices are built in a way that everyone can look into the offices. And so I was praying in the office of an AfD member and everyone could see it, and it was really strange that a Muslim is offering her salat in an office of AfD member. And so it's an example for how people change within minutes, within only half an hour. We had a meeting of half an hour only, and she changed completely, and at the end she offered to speak for us in the House of Parliament, and to take stand for us.
And this young AFD leader is surprised when he meets Ahmadi Muslims for the very first time.
An imam gave me a beautiful quotation that integration means to love the country in which you live. I want to publish this to show the AFD members that Ahmadi Muslims are open-minded in regards of integration. And I will personally add my comment and will say, this is patriotism for me.
But when he publishes his open-minded view on Facebook, he earns a lot of criticism from his followers. Finally, he has to resign.
We have been astonishingly very successful even in dealing with the AFD members itself, even members of parliament. For example, for the very first time, we had a discussion with the president of the AFD in a mosque near Stuttgart, and there, after the debate, the president of the AFD said, if this is Islam, I have nothing against it.
Khola Hübsch has similar experiences when she speaks about the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. Mostly the reactions are positive from atheists, Jews and Christians.
When I have meetings with Tabligh meetings, for example, or I deliver a lecture, and the reaction are always that people say, the Islam of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, that's a beautiful Islam. That's Islam they can stand for, and that's Islam they like to have in Germany. And that's not the Islam they are afraid of. The Islam of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is beautiful, and they are really impressed.
This is not a coincidence. For nearly 100 years, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat has been established here and is known for its activities, cleaning the cities, helping homeless people, thousands of conversations everywhere where it is possible, holding charity events, establishing hotlines in German, Turkish and Arabic, attending book fairs, building nearly 60 mosques with many more to come, and educating imams in the German language. Nobody knows the progress of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat in Germany better than he. Abdullah Wageshauser is Amir Jamaat Ahmadiyya Germany and serving in different offices for more than 40 years. We meet him at a very historical place, Nasserbach, near Frankfurt. Once, exactly in the same place the Jamaat held its Jalsa Salana. Today, the Ahmadi Muslims are gathered for Jummah prayer.
Unbelievable, I mean, that we had here our Jalsa Salana, and it was jam-packed at that time, and there was a time we had to leave it. Yeah, we had to leave this area. Now we are here on a normal Jummah, of course. Today it is even full, yeah? I mean, it is... that's the miracle of Islam Ahmadiyya, that, I mean, within a period of a few years, you know, the matter gets out of the area where it is expected. I mean, it's a situation, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable to see that this is not Jalsa Salana today, it is a Jummah prayer, yeah.
Nearly 5 million Muslims live here in Germany. Only 50,000 are Ahmadis. That is just 1% of the Muslims in Germany. But this 1% has a great impact.
I would like to say that in the moment the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is standing on top. This is, I mean, of course, a bit, what you can say, an outstanding statement. But the fact is that with the passage of time, I mean, we moved to this position, and it is even assured by others as well.
And one who is actively involved in spreading the message of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is Qamar Mahmood. Mahmood is organizing the social media campaigns of the Jamaat, and he knows why this small Jamaat is so successful.
The key to our success is, alhamdulillah, the structure of Jamaat, the Nizam. Because when we publish content from the official account, Lajna, Khuddam, Ansar all multiply these content to their followers, and all the individual accounts attached to these accounts multiply the content as well. So if the structure wouldn't be given, we couldn't work that way. So the speed and the efficiency in this way is because of the Nizam of the Jamaat. That's the key to our success.
The work the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat is doing is resulting in very positive feedback.
Lots of people come and thank us for being there, for being in Germany and doing that work and telling the world about the beautiful face of Islam.
Imtiaz Shaheen Ahmed is the Imam of the Noor Mosque. He speaks with many people from different faiths. We ask him what the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat can give to the people in Germany.
If you see at that people, to these people, they actually have everything. You would consider themselves to be rich and be happy and that they have everything. So what can actually the Ahmadiyya Jamaat give to these people? So the answer would be God himself.
The Imam is explaining why exactly this is needed, although millions of Germans call themselves Christians.
But especially the young people here in Germany who were born as Christians, they don't see the point in going to churches because they don't actually feel the spirituality. They don't have anything gained or any benefit from going to churches. And so that's what actually is missing in these German people. And they are actually looking for inner peace. So no matter how much wealth, how much money they have actually, and they are living a good life, but still they are looking for some things, for spirituality. They are looking for the inner peace, which can only be provided by God himself.
One major reason that young Christians are leaving the church is the belief that Hazrat Jesus ﷺ is alive in heaven. Few people believe in such dogma nowadays. Very recently, a well-known German historian pointed out exactly that issue and proved that Hazrat Jesus ﷺ did not die on the cross.
Johannes Fried is a very famous and renowned historian here in Germany. He also teaches in different universities here. And his theory, actually, he calls it a theory. He has written a book about this, that Jesus, peace be upon him, he didn't pass away. He didn't die on the cross. He was just unconscious. And he actually fled after this, after the crucifixion, after they tried to kill him, and then he passed away a natural death. And he is giving some proofs from the Bible itself and also some proofs from the medical point of view. And the funny thing is he's actually claiming that he's the first one who has brought up these points, for example, the medical point.
Ahmadi Muslims know that the promised Messiah ﷺ taught this more than 100 years ago. While the historian is searching where Hazrat Jesus ﷺ could have been fled, we already know.
He's saying that I'm still on my search. I'm still looking for that Jesus who actually fled from this place, and he actually went to the east. And the promised Messiah ﷺ, he has already mentioned all these things and shown us all the way to India, to Kashmir, where he actually passed away, and we actually find today his graveyard.
All the things happening nowadays make the Imam hopeful for the future, especially when he looks to the nature of Germans.
So this is a good nature of German people, that they accept the truth. It's not like when you give them logical proofs and proofs from different scriptures, from the Holy Quran, from the Bible, etc., that they would still reject it and say, no, we don't believe it. So there's no ignorance in these people, mostly.
And all these things are showing that the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat will have an outstanding role in the future for the whole nation.
The Ahmadiyya Muslim community is a small community regarding the numbers, but considering the impact, the effect of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, it is a very, very powerful community, and I think this will increase, inshallah, definitely.